Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WPLS. Got a whole lot going on. I'm with these brothers right here with the United Coalition for Humanities and the Hip Hop Alliance. And we've gotten together with SAG-AFTRA. We're doing some wonderful things. So please welcome to the show, Kurtis Blow, Grandmaster D, and Bishop Cathaye Jones. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
That's how you do it.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
Now, we're doing some great things and helping others get what they need out of life. And we talk about it so often. We're being interviewed all over the place, but I'm going to be the interviewer. So Kurtis, start us out. How did we get into what we are into right now as far as moving people in this direction to find out about healthcare and find out about pensions and finding out about extra money that they may have in other areas, and to get them to join what we are a part of?
Well, Dr. Bob, it all started when I personally had health problems about 4 years ago. I had 4 heart operations, and man, those surgeries were life-threatening. And man, I was diagnosed as having heart failure. And so I went on, I was still touring and trying to deal with this illness. And my doctors came to me after a while of all of these surgeries, and they said to me, look, this is not going well with your heart. You have about 6 months to a year to live. Wow. And I was like, oh my God. And so I tried to change all my eating habits. I stopped eating meat and all the things that they told me to do health-wise to try to eradicate that health problem, right? And so they finally came to me and said, look, it's not getting any better, so you need to get a heart transplant. And I was like, oh my God. So I prayed about it. My family and we all prayed about it. And I decided to go in and get it done. And so after that, the miracle of the transplant gave me a second chance at life and a whole new outlook on life. And I just wanted to spread that same love to all of my community, my friends, all of hip hop, because people were just dying every day, you know, with the pandemic and also the violence set against our communities. And so I was like, wow, we need to do something about this and make a way that people can survive, and not just survive, but thrive as well. And so we formed the organization, the United Coalition for Humanity, and we went on to try to help people live their lives more abundantly. And then our biggest program is the Hip Hop Alliance, under the umbrella of the United Coalition for Humanity. And that's when I met Dr. Bob Lee. Well, we have been friends for over 40 years. And
I introduced you at Bonds International Casino years ago.
Yeah.
Way before I met Magic and that whole crew.
So back then. I was talking to Dr. Bob Lee and telling him about my plight and everything, and how we wanted to start this union to try to help save lives and do the whole physical health and mental health benefits for all of our artists out there. And he said, well, I know SAG-AFTRA, and I could put you in touch with them. I'm a SAG-AFTRA member. Yeah. So he introduced us to SAG-AFTRA, and we had discussions about, you know, joining forces to help people like SAG-AFTRA did for me, because the only reason I am here is because of, well, first and foremost, God, and then all of my doctors over at UCLA Medical, I thank them, and SAG-AFTRA with that health insurance that actually paid for those 4 operations and that transplant. And so
Yeah.
this is why we are here,
And
because
you have
we are
Grandmaster
trying to.
D. Yeah. Grandmaster D is here. He has some situations in the group that he's with, Houdini. And well, Ecstasy's no longer here, but John Lil's having situations where he can use some of these things that will work.
Benefits.
So you may
Benefits.
talk about that. Yeah.
Yes, yes, he's in need of 2 knee replacements.
Yeah.
Yes.
People like that, you look around, people are dying of heart attacks, they have problems. So we want to try to educate our community. And Bishop, I know we've spent hours and hours and hours on Zooms and doing things like this, trying to get this organization together so that we can bring forth the good news. Tell us about it and tell us the part that you play.
Absolutely. I play the part of keeping pertaining to policies with the organization, making sure that in the with the partnerships with SAG and AFTRA, to make sure that everything is coinciding with our policies as well. And so everything was an okay with relentless meetings with SAG and AFTRA and Kurtis, and they was all saying that they want this to happen. They want to make it happen. But of course, we had a lot of board meetings to get approvals and that kind of sort of thing. But, with the grace of God, everything came together.
And we got a lot of people on the board, right?
Absolutely.
D and the crew.
And it's a blessing, man, and it's a blessing from God, and it's a blessing for all of us. And this is well needed right now, because a lot of people are falling down on hard times, and nobody knows this, and a lot of artists don't want to share it, but we leave it in God's hand. But it's a blessing that Kurt is here. Like I said years ago to Kurt, that God has you here, and that purpose is to do God's work. And that's what you've been doing, Kurt, from day one. And I'm just so blessed to be a part of this and to bring more people in. It means a lot, and it's very important.
Yeah. To educate artists about their agreements with labels, producers, agents, managers. And that's the first step in empowering artists to protect their livelihoods and futures. And that's so very, very important. That's one of the things that we're aiming at.
Yes.
Yes. And we want to thank SAG-AFTRA for giving us the opportunity. We have joined forces to fight for fair wages. We want to promote fair royalties and the resources to help with collective bargaining agreements, and also pension benefits and physical and mental health benefits that are so very important. And we do it, like you say, Dr. Bob, through education, is teaching. Each one teach one is our motto. And we just want to be mentors and friends and supporters of the young people that are out there, as well as our legends, so that they can learn how to not just survive, but to thrive. And that's our motto. Each one teach one, and we do it through education and empowering our members and our communities and our people with the information that they need to, be successful.
Yeah. Bishop, how can people join the hip hop, and who's eligible to join the Hip Hop Alliance?
All artists are eligible to join the organization. There's a vetting process as you join by going to hiphopalliance.org. And as you go in there, just read our mission and just scroll down to hit join. Just select what category you fall under, whether if you're a producer, engineer, podcaster, whether you're a rap artist, it doesn't matter. Within those categories, check 2 or 3 or 4. From that point, there is a clause in there that, of course, that we have a third party, which is our SAG and AFTRA, that we will, if they have no problem with us sharing their information with our third partner. It's just a simple yes or no, clicking that for sharing the information. So we that's the process to step on gas. And so the key thing, Dr. Bob, is the educational process. Everybody is coming on, giving them the knowledge, and with the Hip Hop Alliance, what we do is set them up, first of all, in the educational process, from the vetting process. And then from that point, we put them in the right category. So, you know, from a business perspective, I just want to make sure that the operational piece of this go, you know, just like a machine, and that it just go fluently. And of course, by anything new, we're going to have some flaws, but we just thank God that we have a great advisory team, and of course the board and the artists that have come together collectively to put all this data together to make sure it goes smoothly with a smooth transition. So far, so good. And of course, there will be some things that we may have to change, Dr. Bob, but it's that simple. Yeah. Enjoy the organization.
Are we getting involved in any seminars or concerts or anything coming up?
Yes, we have a few events coming up. We are supporting the South by Southwest next month in March. And we also have a big Juneteenth celebration coming up June 19th in New York at the Nassau Coliseum. And that's going to be huge. The first Juneteenth celebration in New York City. So that's amazing. And I can't wait to be a part of it.
So who are some of the people that are down with us, Kurt?
Yes, we have the amazing Chuck D from Public Enemy. He is our president for the Hip Hop Alliance, and our chairman is Doug E. Fresh. Yeah. And we also have people like Grandmaster Melly Mel and Grandmaster Kaz and Master P and the Force MDs and Khalil and Stevie D. So many artists are coming on board to join. We have CeeLo from the Goody Mob supports us as well. So we're making ways. And I just want to say, you know, the Hip Hop Alliance is a miracle. It is a blessing. Yeah. So all of our people out there, artists, if you have any kind of problems with your manager, your lawyers, your record company, your agents, we are there to help you. We have a whole plethora of information that we can share with you, like from publishing to writing songs to recording in the studio to monitoring your radio and record sales, you know, getting into streaming and sampling and all of that. Anything that you need concerning your career and your talent, we can help you with the Hip Hop Alliance. So that's hiphopalliance.org, everyone. Please join us today.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. We love you. Bishop Cathaye Jones, thank you so much. Kurtis Blow, thank you. Grandmaster D, we love you guys, man. And we'll get together, keeping it together, moving together in the same direction for a common cause. That's what it's all about. All right, we'll take a break. Coming up next, we've got more on Open next.